haven't paid the cafeteria managers for damages yet. You should take care of that, Yen. But I don't have the money. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the streets. We'll figure something out. Though he finds the situation frustrating, he's doing his best not to make you feel any worse than you already do. Right, it's night time, so I'm gonna have to go to sleep. Oh, what's that? Something forgotten on the coffee table. What? The coffee table? Where? There? Lurk squad, rise up. How you going, King? Been doing the old lurky pose. How's the volume? Is the game like too loud at all, guys? Is it alright? Alright. How the fuck do I get out of here? Oh, what's that? Musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Oh god, that's not what I want to do. Cat's just come in for a bit of a cuddle. I want to see if I can now get through this door because I've got a shift card. Oh, this might be the office to get through the front. Oh, that's way easier. I'm gonna have to go talk to Jean-Luc. I didn't want to do that tonight. I'll go talk to the cafeteria manager first. Organized to sleep tonight. Come here. Come on. Okay. I want pats. Don't deny it. He's going to get into my lap. I guarantee it. He just didn't want to be put in there.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just an eyebrow. About that money I owe. Yes, have you got it? Wondering if you come sort of arrangement for tonight. Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me? I'll pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop. As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word without evidence. He pauses, realizing the contradiction in his statement. Evidence being money. You can't stay here without money. Hold on, I still have my key, you know. Good luck trying to use it. He taps his foot against the metal box installed in the back of the counter. Draconian measures. All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with the master key before your guest key will open the lock. This conversation isn't going anywhere, is it? Not until you bring me the money. Okay, he turns to you with a heavy sigh. I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here. I really didn't want to resort to this, the man is thinking. Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. And he is not happy. Alright. So, Kim's got something that potentially we could sell at the pawn shop, I'm guessing. There's something here we could sell. Look in the back in the suspect transport enclosure. Transport enclosure? Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat, their silver edges sparkle in the dark. I confiscated these for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. What are those things? They're spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, he makes a spinning motion with his hands. Caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them. It's just for vanity. What do you mean you confiscated them? A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son, and high. So you took his spinners? I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence. I get it. I would have confiscated them too. They're mesmerizing. That they are. The lieutenant looks at the spinners and sighs. I was going to take them into the evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked them back. Did you want to put these spinners in your machine? No, that would be silly. I don't know why I cut them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners, that would be outrageous. Yes, outrageously cool. He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark. Sorry you have to sell them because of me. As I said, they're useless anyway. I should have remembered I had these earlier. But thank you. You said something about a pawn shop. Yes, the Bird's Nest Roy, near the canal. We've been there. If I'm not mistaken, it should be open late. Items that can be pawned in the Bird's Nest appear in your inventory under the items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy. Thanks, I take it the help. Lieutenant nods at you. Take the spinners. Cool. Let's go to the pawn shop.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Something I'd like to sell. Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps. The lieutenant steps in and hands the spinners. Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop. He marvels at the cobalt shimmer and nods. Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter, I'll give you 200 reali. No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you, the lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash. Of course, I meant no offense. 200 reali for you, your officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again. Thank you. He takes the cash and turns to you. 130. Here's the 130 real you need for the bill. Do not waste it. The rest goes in his pocket. The windfall is a small consolation. Anything else you're thinking of selling? But the lieutenant and the pawnbroker turn to you. I'll check my pockets. Might sell the fine green ape pen. That and the postcard. And everything. So, have people from Everart's Clare Unions come here to track the gun? Maybe. Shady looking guys came in here yesterday looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here asking for all sorts of things. Wait, then it might be true, Everett's claims. Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun. The lieutenant's eyebrows raised slightly. Alright. I'm gonna take a really quick break. Chat. What you been doing? Alright, gotta go pay my debt to the cafeteria manager. You're bad at games. Thank you for 20 months, dude. Busy being good at games. Nice, man. You're still playing Modern Warfare? There's so many people in here tonight. Can I speak to any of them? No. Just part of the furniture.
Can I help you?
Have your money? Well, here's 130 reali. Turn the bills down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Great, perfect. I hope you enjoy your freezing cold room with the window you broke yourself. Takes out his keychain and fiddles with the mechanism behind the counter. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 2100 tomorrow. You haven't played in weeks? Wait, what you been playing then? You were playing a little bit of Tarkov, like we got those games in last week. They were pretty fun, man. I was fucking those dudes up with that pistol. It was hilarious. Starting tomorrow, please pay for each night in advance, 20 real per night. If you don't have the money, it's over for you. Got it? You've got nowhere to stay. Time stops advancing after 2 in the morning. If you haven't paid for your room by then, it's game over. Don't leave money finding money in the last minute, however. It's harder to make cash after the nightfall when the shops are closed and the streets empty. He opens his wallet. I'll take a room here too. Takes Kim's money and hands him a keyring. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? He looks at Kim, avoiding your gaze. Alright. Now, fine for the money for rent and play guard. That's fine. Can I unlock a thing now? Oh, I can. I'll use that with my skill point then. And then I'll do... No shivers, that's probably good. Rigorous self-critique, no. Temporary research bonus, none. Research time. Not really going to give me anything. Yeah, let's internalize that. Wouldn't call those games you survive for like 3 minutes. Not on all of them, right? It feels right, you belong here. Oh, on the karaoke stage. This guy really wants to sing that fucking song, hey?
Yes?
Alright, gonna go to bed. I think he's just gonna go into this room. Going to bed now or
Yes.
what? Don't get another skill point, do I? Oop. Yeah, so what have you been playing at the moment, dude?
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me? It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. What? No, that can't be right. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic, you shit up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win. Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck-up? Like as a joke. I've considered it. His voice is somber. But it's not true, right? I don't think I can see one way or the other. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though. Why's that? I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It disorders my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez? I think yes. Both stations would prefer a win. Ha, so you are their finest. I'm the finest of nothing. Do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke, and even if they did, they're in for a surprise. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. I guess we just go to bed then. Is it all the room you read decorated? Good night,
Just
Lieutenant.
a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
That's what I was trying to do. The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum, then...
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim. I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual. Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette. I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes. How did you get so cool, Kim? The light of his cigarette illuminates a fleeting smile. You mean this? He flicks the ash. This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy. Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit. Yet were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit below it all. Right then, the debrief. Yes, he pulls on the cigarette. It's been a long and eventful day. How do you think today went? Well, we inspected the victim body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, and we still have to get him down from the tree. I still can't believe I missed that shot. Being sober tends to help with precision, but moving on to the interviews. We conducted an interview with Everett Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however. He's a tough cookie, that one. Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief. Big relief. It's a very serviceable name too. Moving on. We talked to Joyce Messier, but didn't get any information from her. He frowns. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us. Above all though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? I didn't realize that he'd noticed me running everywhere. I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just wait until we get up tomorrow. Oh god. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette. It's impressive, especially for a man your age and in those heels. He looks at your snake-singed shoes and smiles suddenly. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange. This guy's great. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM? They're quite limited. Actually, the power officers of the Revachol citizens the militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 rial for offences in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. 1,000? Why not more? The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We're not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse? Yes, although indirectly, citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. He frowns. It undermines trust in the RCM. Okay, what else? We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. Wait, how can you be sure the arrester will show up? We can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. I see. And if someone resists? We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty, you have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force? In these cases, your partner is usually a witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim? Yes, he pauses. The last time was 4 years ago. He says it matter-of-factly and moves on. He has internalized it well. It's just that, a fact, a self-contained past event. Have I killed anyone? That's an improbability, perhaps even impossibility. I probably have. Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence. What happens to the people we convict? We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Kiran and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules? The coalition government and the Moralinton more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark. Or, perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. The point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol. Be sentimental if you like. Either way. The moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in the city, and they will take it away if we misuse it. The moral intern, what is it? The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. He pulls on his cigarette. You know who they are. They run this place after the revolution failed. If I didn't know, how would you describe them? You're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. What do they believe in? What do they believe in? They are DeLoreans. They believe they continue to the humanist project set forth by her innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they're just technocrats. What is their symbol? Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that. Remember when you couldn't say fuck on stream? There were some bad days. I mean, look, mate, we all make mistakes. We all make some mistakes, Muhammad. Alright? I tried a thing. Tried the esports thing. It didn't work out. But now we're here and we can say fuck. We can say cunt. We can say whatever we want. Well, not whatever we want. Within terms of service. But still. We can say a lot more stuff. Something kind and usual. Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above. Who was Dolores Day? A historic figure? The author of the modern age? He thinks. You'll have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. What do you think of them? The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And he looks at the city below. It doesn't look like that's about to happen. It's more than that. There's some kind of affection in him. You like the moral intern? Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky, he quotes. They're not all that bad. It's another lay motive associated with moralism. But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now, he thinks, then changes his mind. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me. I'd kiss you, but that's gay. And I ain't about that life. Fair enough, dude. I'd kiss you too. I have an opinion on the moral intern. Do you? The lieutenant arches a brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We're in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes. Mate, all these fucking subs, Noid, me, Cube. You still sub to Cubey as well. How's Scott going? You playing this because you can't get killed? Yeah, dude. Nah, I'm playing it because I'm waiting for the Tarkov wipe, and I can't be fucked playing when my progress and kit's all gonna get wiped in a couple of weeks. So I am giving this a go. It's something a little bit different. Bit of a change of pace from FPS. I saw it on the stream and I really like the story of it. So, yeah. I like toes. Suck toes every day. Hell yeah, dude. Big smelly toes too. In fact, Vigilante sounds bad. Nods. Sadly, it was we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect that job here to prove quite challenging. He looks at the roundabout. Say nothing, just look into the night. The dying light of the city shimmers below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here. Bambra, thank you very much for the raid. How are you? Welcome, Sintabar. You're most welcome. How was Divinity? I stopped in for a cheeky little lurk before I started stream earlier. It was pretty crazy. I had to roll back a few times. I haven't I kickstarted it and then I started playing it. I don't know. I think at the time it didn't really vibe well with my stream community. So like this is when I was playing a lot of FPS stuff a couple of years ago. And then I just stopped playing it. Don't know why. It was when I was like really fixated on numbers, and my numbers were less back then. So never ended up getting back to it, but I've been wanting to. I was actually talking to a mate of mine the other day that that has it as well. I'm like, dude, we should do a co-op playthrough. That'd be sick. Super RPG heavy. Yeah, it is, but you know, slow-paced game, co-oping with a mate's pretty fun. I say that with your disgust. You still sub to Cube? No, I'm just asking. I didn't think you still spoke to him or were interested in card like CCG stuff. Finally, he pulls on the cigarette and says, "They really don't like us here." And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock, in the GRIH. Why are they like this? It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks. And in Jamrock and the GRIH, he looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky and says, "We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are," he shakes his head. "But we are in control and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, this city would disintegrate." Never seen Disco Elysium, but I've been told it's good. I've heard really, really good stuff as well. I'm not. Card games are fun. Scum. I support my friends to be my friends, which you I know. Oh, come on, mate. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. I didn't kill you when we played Tarkov the other day. It's got to count for something, surely. But Spambra, the writing in it is phenomenal. Really, really enjoy it. Hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good. Me too, he says quietly. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. He's very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older. Thank you for this. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks at the door. Alright, now we need to go to sleep. See you in the morning. No problem. Bye. I don't want to sneak out and do anything, but now's my opportunity to sneak out normally. Your bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. Roll it. Sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. Welcome on in, everyone, by the way, from Spambra Stream. My name is Vex. I'm a streamer from Perth, Western Australia. I play a lot of variety, but tends to lead more towards FPS stuff. I've recently been into a game called Escape from Tarkov a lot. But I'm just taking a little bit of a break while that's leading into another patch, which will wipe all the progress. And so I am jumping into, and I occasionally do this as well, just dip into some other types of games. So we're playing this RPG game, which I've heard really good things about and was on sale. So I picked up and I'm really enjoying it so far. And I hope you do too. Bed and then sleep doesn't come. But I want to sleep. Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. Why? Maybe it's the bed's fault. Check the pillow. Its synthetic filling is separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. It smells of alcohol and sweat and grease. Check the blanket. It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily. Roll over to the other side. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Who killed him? Who? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now. Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Of your childhood.
What the fuck? This is my body? What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember
Do
nothing.
you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you
You
are.
know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets wandering. It's the worst
Yes,
day
Bamber, you
of
only
all
play him one
time,
character.
Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone.
Yeah, just one character. So you're playing this guy's character and you just have control over kind of how you build that character and how you play him. It's got a very, very diverse skills system, which I can show you in a second.
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. While you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle, and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone, and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history.
This is a dream, by the way.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've seen you before.
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed.
Stinky boy.
Limbic system, stinky boy. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
Trying to solve this
You're
case.
trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
Something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad. This dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type.
Oh yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm
no
goes
worries,
off in
Bamber.
your
Thanks so
head
much
like
for hanging out.
clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all.
Enjoy your night.
Time to
Sleep
get
well.
those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Go on, buddy. Oh my God, what the hell was that? Oh, just a dream. Yeah, I have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. What the hell is going on with me? I mean, why are you so tired, too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. Why is this happening? Just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Wait, what is speed? Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again, ready to detect, ready to go to war against the world. No, I can take this. I'm not going to look for speed. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks, maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You'll be fired. It's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead. Shoot yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark. Anything new in here for me to interact with? Maybe the mirror? No. Nothing. Chick's still not there. Alright. Oh, there's stuff happening in there now. And Kim wants to talk to me. Good morning.
Morning.
Gives you a quick nod. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union must have turned up. He pointed to the mess hall doors. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. Why do we need to talk to them? Everything points to the dockworkers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information, which may of course all be wrong, but we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. What do you mean rowdy? I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union, these men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. These are the men Gart told us about yesterday. I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Find out who's in the union box, he crosses something out. One loose thread, less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements? That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth the conflict between the RCM and the Debadur Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war, so let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do. He glanced at the booth again. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them. Continue with our business. Good, a power move. Purposely concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past it. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to agree with him for that, so... I'm going to pay Gart now while I can.
Can I help you?
Got my bill for tonight. Got the 20 real. 20 real for the night. Good, you got the room for the night. Remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow. Cool. That's that done. Anything else in here I can interact with?
Let me handle this.
Woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated.
She smiles
Are
coldly.
you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
You lied to me. You're not a gardener.
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dockworkers Union.
Ah,
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy. You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The district of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing, but her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Elysium mentioned, the one Everett sent to law school? What's your role in all this? Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. She crossed her arm. Do you have hearing problems? Are you Lizzie Elizabeth Miss Beaufort? I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you're actually here. Titus Hardy, she points to the tall man by the table. Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moves behind her eyes and the way she stands in her face. He caught her off guard. Push her some more. Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot. You're not here to chat at the legal council. You're here to question these men. You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here established that. He said Mr. Everett sent you to law school. I represent the union and these men here. She points to the crew around the table. Don't make this personal. Very minor victory. What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority in Martinez if you are no one. What are you going to do to me? The lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach. What are you going to do to you? She starts laughing. It's a cold laughter devoid of joy. Union isn't going to do anything to you. It's not a crime syndicate. It's a labor organization. A gruff hump from the table. Goddamn right it is. If anything, it's the RCM who do things to people. She shakes her head, but we digress. Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. So you're spying on us. Now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. Listen, you moral intent lackeys. You're a mob enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards. I don't know why I changed accent. Fuck yeah. The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. So ask what you came to ask. We'll get back to your commanders. World's in the financial buffer zone. They need to get emotional. Let's talk to Titus then. Alright, I'm not going to talk to Titus. Fuck that. The bowl is spitting and reeking of tobacco. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Oh, there's someone up the top. I wonder who that is. See if I can go chat to her in a sec. Tell me who you are, dead man. Ah, +1, talk to him in your dream. Ooh, 72%, not too bad. Give it a go. Next success. I'm gone. He's talking to us. Where have you gone? Into the wild pale yonder. Where is that? In the past, way out in the west. I can see you're gone, but who are you? I'm a joke. Look at me. You are now, but who were you when you were alive? Killer. A motherfucker and a killer. I have another question for you. Go ahead, Kobo. What is happening? What do you mean? I'm talking to you. It's the power of your black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips. Imagination. Go ahead, ask me more questions. You fucking love questions. Why do I love questions so much? Because you're a copperoony. Look at them, all of them go. Do you want more questions? Yeah, give me questions. Here you go, you loony. Is my name Rooney? Fuck no, you're no Rooney. Rooney is not who I am. I'm Harry. No, you're not a Harry either. You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney the motherfucker. Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible? Because you have. I hate you. You stink and you're boring. Do I remind you of someone? Baby affected with harlequinism? She'll wriggle that one, Copperloony. Enough. You can come back and look into this face anytime you want. Humor yourself with my harlequin features. Ask me your little questions. Freshen your memory. Create associations. Remind yourself of your mortality. Oppo. I have something I need to know, Corpse Man. Of course, you have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination is at your service. Give me a comical amount of questions. Who killed you? Love did me in, Brother Copo. It was love all along. Can you ask me a question? Sure, Lobo, I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? What? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder? Maybe this will lead to something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous. Ha! The clown lips and the corpse appear to smile. The face rotates before you slowly. Something is on its way, something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands, the cold spring air smoothing them over. That's weird. Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also see me in your dreams. That's creepy. Oh yeah, I wanted to go into here. I think I can get onto the roof of the apartment building this way. What's down there? Just got to be careful because if I run here, I'll dismantle everything. In the bucket. Postcard. Nice. Get some cash. Oh, some coins over here too. So I can't get onto there from here. There's got to be another way for me to get onto that balcony. I haven't seen that chick since we started, so I'm wondering if she knows something. She did recognize us. Okay. Go back out through this door. So I want to try and get, I'll go inside and see if there's any way for me to go upstairs. I've got to talk to these guys, but I'm going to make them wait. Assert my dominance over them. There has to be a staircase somewhere. Oh, how do you get up? Maybe that's the secret passageway. It's the chick from room 3. The chick from this room. Smoking on the roof. Isn't that this is going? Alright, fine. So we can't do anything there. I wonder where. I wonder how we get onto that roof. Because I reckon she's going to have some information for us. Alright, we'll go talk to Measurehead and we'll get the body down. I gotta try and make some cash. So I've got a postcard to sell now, which is good. This postcard depicts an ill-advised residential area overlooking the Jamrock Quarter. 13-story buildings line the hillside like sarcophagi, an ominous fog already rising from behind. These are the last boom years. In 39, the project fails catastrophically, leaving behind an opiate and hepatitis B infested slum. Oh, it sounds delightful. Actually, we'll see if we've got any info on this thing yet. Oh, what's that? Droplets of rain fall on the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to do something important? Something murder related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Capri Anima looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently. Machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool. Yeah. The lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. You want to take a closer look? What's it packing there? Point to the engine. 130. Wait, 130 what? I'll let out a whistle. Mama's serving some serious macaroni. He lost me there. He's looking a bit perplexed. 130 kilowatts is a lot of power, Kim. The Kanima is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could overtake it. Fine machine, running your hand over the smooth metal surface. Yes, there's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours. An extraordinary machine. It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing in it, flare it up, slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot. Ever thought about switching to helium headlights? Actually, I have a pair at home, just haven't got around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. If you ever get this case solved, maybe we could do it together? Maybe, he replies with an apologetic smile and nods. Yes, definitely maybe. Yeah, he's loving the fact that I love his machine. You're getting a little bonding time in, chat. Inside you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft flow of the fuel preheater gauge. You got the radio. This is Precinct 57. The operator greets you through the static. How may I assist you? Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number? Yes, the armor was produced by... She looks at her notes. Fairweather in their facilities in Beatoncourt, Sherlock in 42. It was part of a special order for Quarter Pharmacy, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Orange's pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict. He browses pages. So it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Quarter Pharmacy has been renamed several times over the years since the armor was issued. Do you know what it's called now? The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Cronell. And the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor. A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted. First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all those name changes? Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries. What's a fourth world country? A suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued. Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try talk them into it though. This is a fun challenge for her, an opportunity to contribute beyond doing a job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM. Yes, thank you, officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case. Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then. Let's just see if we can talk to Sylvie. Actually, done for the radio for now, and I'm just going to go back in and talk to Gart. See if I can unlock any more dialogue options about Sylvie. So I need to get... I think she knows more, and I need to get her to warm up to me.
Can I help you?
Gart. Another thing. Great, I love those. Gart, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. There may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen. He rolls his eyes. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... He changes his mind. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 o'clock because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that if you must. Alright, so we don't have any other dialogue options with him. Let's go talk to Measurehead. Get that body down. Oh. Long way to go. Pretty sure he should just let me straight in now. Looking monolithic.
Last we saw, your
race was being superseded by the 70.
You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
This guy is insane.
Bring your troops to the Seminite Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality called art and your microcephalic colors.
Fucking hell. Everett told you to help us get the body down from the tree. So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you, he turns to Kim. Both of you. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with the compromise. Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his cheer-like way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. Okay then, wait here while Measurehead goes. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time. Guy is fucking massive, to be honest. He's gonna interrupt the crime scene, I reckon. The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves. He turns to you.
So you guys are like cops or something?
What's this? Vigorous self-critique. Why did I get a notification to go to this section? Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. He's craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Cool. I like men with guns and power.
The woman twirls her hair.
I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? The lieutenant looks towards the yard. That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you,
RCM rent-a-cops, a loud voice booms in from below.
guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs. Is this where it is at now? The RCM is for sale.
And who are you? The lieutenant fires back. What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you? I'll work with whoever I want. Shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Cuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him. I reckon he's actually ripped the tree down.